A shocking turn of events has McLaren pressing the FIA for a decision that could impact Red Bull's position. Will this protest shift the tides in Mexico? What's the sequence of the events?
Stay tuned to find out.
And we've got some exciting Formula news for you. So stick around until the end to catch all the latest updates. Welcome to Formula Every Day. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. McLaren's bold protest puts Red Bull under pressure just before the Mexico GP. The US Grand Prix saw an intense wheel-to-wheel battle between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, culminating in a lap 52 incident where both drivers veered off the track following what many have called aggressive defending by Verstappen. Despite Verstappen being within regulations and technically ahead at the corner's apex, McLaren contends that Norris held position when attempting an overtake on the inside. The British team has since gathered data they believe could overturn Norris's penalty, potentially restoring his third-place finish. In an unusual move, McLaren quickly filed a protest, requesting that the FIA reconsider the penalty that shifted Norris down in the final standings. At the heart of their appeal lies telemetry data they claim will reveal Verstappen's aggressive braking maneuver to stay ahead, an act that they argue endangered both cars. McLaren's appeal underscores the team's confidence that Norris's position was lost only due to Verstappen's actions, not any inherent error on Norris's part. The stewards issued Norris a 5-second penalty shortly after the incident, marking a swift ruling on an overtaking maneuver deemed to be made off track. Norris, who had also been nearing a track limit breach penalty, questioned the timing and thoroughness of the decision, suggesting that it may have been hastily made under pressure with only a few laps remaining in the race. The ruling ultimately cost Norris his podium spot, a decision McLaren hopes can be reevaluated in light of their new evidence. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, was vocal about what he believes was a missed opportunity by the stewards to hear the drivers' perspectives post-race. Stella argued that Verstappen's defensive driving in the corner was extreme, pointing out that Verstappen drove both cars off track and denied Norris any chance to complete his move fairly. McLaren's appeal relies on Article 14.11 of the FIA Sporting Code, which permits review if new and significant evidence surfaces. For his part, Verstappen dismissed McLaren's complaints, asserting that he raced within the rules and that his actions were in line with the high-stakes nature of Formula One. He argued that such close racing is part of the sport and criticized what he perceived as excessive complaints from McLaren. Verstappen, known for his assertive style, quipped that if regulations continue to be expanded, drivers might soon need a rulebook in the cockpit. The debate over Verstappen's aggressive racing style has been ongoing, with similar incidents noted in past races, including his controversial battle with Lewis Hamilton in Brazil 2021. Hamilton himself has commented on the Norris incident, drawing comparisons with his own experience and questioning why such actions are increasingly being scrutinized now. Hamilton's remarks bring added weight to the call for clearer, more consistent rulings in wheel-to-wheel battles. With McLaren's protest officially filed, the FIA is expected to carefully review the new data presented by the team. However, overturning race results post-race is a rare and controversial step that the FIA has historically approached with caution. Should the penalty be removed, it could stir debate over consistency in officiating, highlighting the delicate balance between fair play and racing's inherently competitive spirit. Ultimately, the Norris-Verstappen clash underscores the complex nature of Formula One's racing regulations, where the line between skillful defense and dangerous aggression can often blur. As fans await the FIA's final decision, the Austin controversy may prove to be a pivotal moment in shaping how the sport handles on-track disputes going forward. From our perspective, the Norris-Verstappen clash in Austin highlights a complex, recurring issue in Formula One: the balance between fair racing and aggressive defending. Verstappen's style has always been bold, pushing both his car and the regulations to their limits, and this approach often leads to spectacular, albeit controversial, moments. Norris's maneuver and McLaren's argument reveal a different take on the spirit of racing, one that might call for clearer boundaries. The FIA's swift ruling underlines the pressure on officials to make timely decisions, though the complexity of modern F1 battles arguably demands a more nuanced review process, especially when podium positions are at stake. If the FIA decides to reconsider McLaren's appeal, it could establish a significant precedent, impacting how drivers approach aggressive defending and how teams use telemetry data in disputes. Reopening a decision this late is rare and could spark debate over consistency and transparency within the sport's officiating. Ultimately, the outcome will reflect not only on this race, but could also shape future guidelines on how far drivers can go in defending their positions, ensuring Formula One remains both thrilling and fair. What are your thoughts on the Norris-Verstappen clash in Austin? Do you think Verstappen's aggressive defense was within fair limits, or did he push the boundaries too far? And should the FIA reconsider Norris's penalty given McLaren's new evidence, or would that undermine the race's integrity? Let us know your thoughts.